Hi, welcome to A15. It's A-term 2015 and we've got a lot of material to cover in the next 7 weeks. So if you've been paying attention to the WPI course calendar and the emails from the Dean of Students office and the Registrar's office, you may have figured out that we don't actually have a class until the 1st of September. And you know, well, if we waited that long to start the class, we'd be playing catch up for the rest of the term. So I just want to let you know that you've got 3 assignments due before that first lecture. And in fact, if you're in section 1 or section 2 of the class, you're going to have a lab before we get to that first class. Speaking of lecture, we'll meet either 2 or 3 times a week, depending on the week, in Salisbury 104 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or in Washburn 229 on Wednesdays. Labs will meet twice a week, every week, in Washburn 107. Now, I know that your schedule says that labs are in Washburn 105 and that Wednesdays are for conferences. Hey, this is Toby. I'm coming in for ME1800. But take my word for it. There are no conferences, and it's very unlikely that you'll see the inside of 105 during the class. When you come into lab, you're going to need to wear safety glasses. When we get here, we'll actually gather in this space at the beginning of Washburn 107. You'll meet with your peer learning assistants, your PLAs, to talk about the first lab and to get started. During that first lab exercise, you will actually operate one of these Haas mills and one of these Haas lathes to make a part. Whether you're coming to lecture or lab, we want you to come prepared and able to participate. You know, by some measure, I've been preparing for these classes for the last 43 years. And well, I get really annoyed when you're not ready to participate and when you don't seem to care. And, all right, well, that's just one measure. And I suppose it's not a really important measure because I'm not the customer. But as an extra assignment, I'd like to challenge you. I'd like to challenge you to calculate how much you're paying per hour to be in this class. And then I want you to decide whether it's worth a little bit of effort to participate. I guarantee you that the students who show up willing to participate and ready to be in the class, they get the most out of the class. So how do you prepare? Do the reading assignments before you get to class. Be ready to answer questions and ask questions about the material. Now, doing the reading really shouldn't be that hard because about half of the readings are YouTube videos. Review the lab instructions before you get there. Pay attention in lab, listen to the PLAs, and help your peers, help each other. Our teaching system depends on that. We have one of the best facilities in the world for teaching about manufacturing science and engineering, and we have the best teaching system to make that possible. I guarantee you that if you come prepared and you're willing to participate, you will have an amazing term.